Hello, welcome to Schenectady City Hall. Appreciate everyone stopping by today to join in this significant date. It's always a great opportunity when great leaders have their service reaffirmed on Election Day. And so we're here today to formally administer the oath to two friends of Schenectady, two advocates for our communities, two really true friends. And also have a message from Senator Schumer, who was, of course, unable to make it here tonight, but wanted to extend his thoughts both to Paul and Angelo and those gathered. But he says, "I'm sorry that I cannot be there with you all today as two of our best public servants once again take their oath of office. I'm overjoyed that my friend Paul Tonko will return to Washington next week as a member of the new Democratic majority in the House of Representatives. I know that he will have a much larger role in shaping our energy policy and shares my interest in making limousines safer after the terrible accident that took the lives of so many from his hometown. And Angelo Santa Barbara remains in the majority in the New York State Assembly and continues to be a powerful and effective voice for the people with special needs and the families that love and care for them. And I look forward to working with my friends once again in this term and hope to see you all very soon. Charles Schumer, Minority Leader, the United States Senate." Again, I do want to thank everyone for taking time out of their busy holiday schedules to join us here today, because we know the difference that leadership makes, the ability to do the job right, to be able to advocate for our communities and the needs and interests of the residents, and that we're fortunate that we have two great leaders that are here tonight and that were reelected in November. And so can we just have a round of applause for Paul and Angelo for... And with that, I'll now administer the oath to a friend, a great leader,
Keep talking. We won't interrupt you.
a dynamic force and a true friend of not only Schenectady. I want to build up Schenectady for you, but I know you represent the whole district with the same level of advocacy and friendship that we're just so proud of you and the work that you do.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you.
If you would raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Paul D. Tonko,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of these United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and that I take this obligation freely,
and that I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Congressman.
Well, good evening, everyone. Somehow this never gets old, and the officialdom and the significance of it reminds me what a lucky soul I am to have trust placed in me. I honor and respect that trust and will do my best to earn your support through this journey. I thank all of those who have attended. To our many elected officials, it's an honor to work with you. You're a great team, and we build a greater capital region simply by investing in our energy, our talents, our time, in a way that challenges us to be there for next generations along with the present moment. I thank many of the campaigners with whom I've worked over the years on different campaigns. I thank you for being there for this campaign. I thank Assemblyman Angelo Santabarbara for the opportunity to share this moment with him. He, in a large sense, represents the seat that was home for me for 25 years in the State Assembly. I care deeply about who enters that humble hall, and we have been so well served by Angelo Santabarbara and his colleagues in the greater capital region. I couldn't be more proud of all of them for the great work they do. And Angelo, thank you for your continued service. My family couldn't join us this evening. My mom is with my sister at the moment. She needs some guidance, but at 97, she continues to serve as inspiration with her total recall, with her energy, with her spirit, with her pace, where they have to tell her to slow down when she's walking. So I am indeed blessed. My dad left us 3 years ago, but for them to have enjoyed 68 years of marriage and to have imprinted on my heart the importance of building community stays with me forever. So to them I say a humble thanks. And my sister, as a sibling, is as loyal as they come. So I carry them in my heart as I speak with you this evening. To Colleen and Diana, and I don't know if others are here. Colleen's our district director, Diana's our scheduler. I don't know who else is in the audience, but to my entire family in the job, the team that serves the 20th Congressional District of New York with a total sense of public service, with a sense of commitment to the betterment of this district, I say thank you for sharing yourselves with, again, such passion to make a difference. And I'm indeed fortunate to call them colleagues and co-workers, and we are a team, and we're there to serve you, humbly serve you. Public service is a calling, and we appreciate the opportunity that you have lent us to meet that calling. I just want to share some thoughts with where I'm at with the district. As we go forward, we'll be organizing on the Hill in Washington a week from today. January 3rd marks the opening of the 116th session of Congress. A remarkable sense that in these short 116 sessions, this nation has become a beacon of hope that burns brightly for those who are looking to escape tyranny and are impacted by hate and division. And our gates have always said welcome, and I hope we'll continue to say welcome, because we are a nation of many cultures, of many creeds, of many races, and certainly of many ethnic blocs. And that, in essence, is the spirit of the United States of America. And so I'm honored to serve that spirit. I stand before you as a grandson of immigrants who came with precious little and were amazed at what opportunities developed in their lives. They established ladders of opportunity for their children and grandchildren and generations to come to make a difference. And what they were met with opportunity, is something they could not truly offer in terms of some sort of remuneration. And so I see it as my commitment to be the payment for the dream that they tethered here in their new nation. And thank you again for allowing me to be able to serve in that capacity. In terms of goals, it's about a vision that speaks to generations to come, and certainly to the moment. But we need to be forward-thinking, we need to be visionary, we need to be progressive in our agenda. There's unfinished business that I want to complete. As the ranking member of the Environment Subcommittee, I made it my goal to make certain that we reauthorize brownfields, that we can breathe new life into these vacant parcels that can then build a tax base and build opportunity for the people of this region. As a member of that, as a ranker of that subcommittee, the same order of work to invest in our infrastructure, drinking water infrastructure that enables us to take that hidden infrastructure and not allow it to be forgotten. We made a dent into that solution this past session in Congress, and I want to continue to do a more magnanimous outcome, serving in the new majority in the House of Representatives. Every life, every job depends on an abundance of clean water. And so we need to make certain that our drinking water infrastructure is as improved as we can make it. To the point of infrastructure, it needs to be inclusive. It cannot simply be roads and bridges, which need our immediate attention because of recorded deficiencies. But beyond that, we need to be there for our innovation economy, renewable energy, intermittent power that enables us to, in a benign way, utilize our environment to be able to go forward with this new opportunity of energy generation. But to do that effectively, we need grid modernization, which needs to come via the infrastructure package, along with broadband, to not skip over any neighborhoods or to deny remotely rural areas their opportunities. We need to make certain we go forward with water sewer systems, along with the drinking water investment, and certainly to make certain that we improve rail situations where readily available technology retrofits the system so we do not have needless destruction or loss of life. There are many, many things under that umbrella of infrastructure, and we will make it inclusive. We have an opioid epidemic, an issue on which I've worked very hard. We're losing too many of our loved ones in all income strata, in all neighborhoods, and it has to stop. We need to go forward with effective treatment, but we also need to accompany that with prevention and recovery programs. Recovery may be a lifetime. We need to acknowledge that with the illness of addiction. We also need to go forward with improvements to the Affordable Care Act. We have witnessed many people looking to take down the Affordable Care Act. My heart and my soul is pledged to improving access and affordability, not denying health care for individuals. There were far too many in this campaign that had a mixed message. Their message on the floor was far removed from the message of the campaign. But I will not tolerate people looking to take away opportunities to provide health care coverage for those who have pre-existing conditions. This is about dignity and it's about fairness. And I could go on and on with issues, but let me just mention one more, and that is growing the economy. We are in a global race in the innovation economy. What drew me to politics and what drew me to engineering was the global race on space in the 60s. And it was our determination after a Sputnik defeat where we rose, dusted off the backside and said never again. And we were committed in a bipartisan, multi-partisan way as a nation, with a president leading us with a vision that said we will be the first nation in this great planet to land the American flag on the moon. And we did it in 1969. And that determination, that passion, that soulfulness needs to be, again, abundantly available in Washington. We cannot go backward. Making America great again is not about going backward. It's about going forward. And we will go forward in the 116th session of Congress. So tonight, in an official way, we say thank you. We pledge, we raise our hand, place another hand upon the Bible, and Pastor John, thank you for invoking wisdom and integrity in your prayer. Wisdom and integrity shall guide us, and our hearts shall speak fondly to making certain that all of our neighbors are taken into account as we develop public policy. Thank you to our JOTC students from Schenectady High. Thank you for reminding us it is the flag that unites us. And thank you, Tara, for making certain that your melodious tones lift all of us in a spirit of unity and patriotism where we commit our energies, our intellect, and our talent to a greater America. God bless you all. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Paul. We are truly fortunate to have such a great leader in the United States Congress. Now I'd ask Angelo to step forward, his wife, and administer the oath.
Okay, bud. Come on. You okay? Right over here. Stay on my arm. Jenny, come on inside.
Angelo, if you'd raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name, do solemnly swear
I, Angelo Santa Barbara, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of a New York State Assembly member
the duties of the office of a New York State Assembly member
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Throw your hat somewhere over here. Okay, you're fine right here. You're fine. Okay. Thank you, Mayor McCarthy, for being a part of this special day. And thank you to all of you. It's just so great to see the energy in this room today. I want to thank the mayor for being a part of this special day. Let's give him another round of applause. He's such a great partner. You really are, Mayor, such a great partner in government. And I want to thank Congressman Tonko. He has just, he comes with incredible energy, and what his message was right on today. He's been a great friend, a partner, and a leader, and it's an honor to follow in his footsteps in the New York State Assembly, where he served for 25 years. Let's give him another round of applause, everybody. And to my family, friends, supporters, welcome and thank you for joining us for this very special day for me, for my family. I'm so very pleased that they could all be here with me today. Thank you for placing your trust in me to continue serving you in the New York State Assembly. Very special thank you to my wife, Jennifer. She has been there for me from the very beginning when I served on the county legislature. I could not do this without her support. Let's give her a round of applause. My amazing daughter, Mariana, who's going to be taller than me soon, and my wonderful son, Michael, my best friend. Their support means so much to me, and I couldn't do this without all of them here today. So thank you to all of you for being here. Thank you. And my parents are normally here on occasions like this, but they couldn't be here today. They couldn't be here today because they're visiting my brother in Florida, but they're here via Facebook Live. Which one is it? That one? I think it's that one. Okay, so we're going to wave to Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad, we miss you. And my parents have been just a tremendous, had such a tremendous impact in my life. They're Italian immigrants. They share some of Paul's comments, what he said. They came here years ago with the dream of a better life. And I was the first in my family to be born here. We lived in Mount Pleasant, not far from here. One house, my grandmother, my brother, we all lived together. I didn't speak English till I was in first grade. But what they gave me was the best gift anyone could ever ask for. They gave me the exceptional good fortune to live here in the United States of America. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you for that gift. Thank you. Growing up, my parents taught me what they knew. If you work hard and follow your dreams, anything is possible, and that message is still true today. Even one day, having this incredible opportunity to serve in the New York State Assembly. And it means more to me than I could ever describe, and I offer my sincere appreciation to all of you for being here on this special day. Since taking office, I can't believe it's been 6 years ago now. 6 years have gone by. We have done a lot together. We've taken on some of the toughest challenges and focused on making our home a better place for all of us. We made a lot of progress, but there is still more to do as we head into the new session. As some of you may know, I saw some engineers walk in here earlier. I was a civil engineer before I was elected to office, and it's funny because Paul was an engineer when he held this seat as well. So this seat is destined to have an engineer serving in it. Yeah, let's hear it for them. And I did see quite a few here today, actually, and thank you for your support. There are not many of us serving in public office, but we bring something important to the conversation, that knowledge, that appreciation of science and technology that's changing the world around us. And whether you're an engineer or not, you have seen this to be true in our communities. It is literally transforming our world. We have seen how investing in historic downtown areas, like the city of Schenectady, is so important to the ongoing recovery of upstate New York and has proven to be a strong economic development engine. We have seen projects that jumpstart development, generate jobs, support businesses, and bring new people to our communities. We have also seen renewed interest in our region, new investments in our community, and most importantly, we are taking pride in the history that is being made here today. For me, I'll always have the heart of an engineer, replacing old pipes and water mains, ensuring our drinking water is safe, rebuilding our roads and bridges to support families and businesses, investing in 21st century engineering and technology to make travel safer and easier, all critical to continued economic growth and vitality. During my time in office, I've also been working to help make life more affordable for families, supporting tax cuts for the middle class, extending the property tax cap, and investing in our community to bring back good-paying local jobs, fully supporting bills like the New York Buy American Act, prioritizing the use of American steel, iron, and cement for all of our state projects. And having served in our nation's armed forces, I'm so proud to be on the New York State Assembly's Committee on Veterans Affairs, supporting New York State veterans with tax credits for businesses that hire veterans, and the Homes for Heroes program that we reinstated last year that supports an aging population of World War II, Korean War, and Vietnam War veterans that are in need of wheelchair ramps and other changes to their homes to live independently. We have also given New Yorkers with disabilities a stronger voice at our state capitol. My Autism Action Plan, we talked about this when I first took office, and now it is changing lives for thousands of families across the state. Together, we have created New York's first Autism Advisory Board. We're one of the only states to have such a board, and it is leading the way for the rest of the country. We have an autism training program for police and first responders, again, leading the way for the rest of the country to follow. And early screening is now getting kids the help they need much sooner. We're one of the very few states to have enacted such a change to our health law. Now, as we begin a new term together, I remain energized and I'm ready to keep working for all of you. We can and we will do more. As we head into a new legislative session, communities are still facing the challenge of aging infrastructure, and it must remain a top priority. Smart investments can help us get ahead of the problems and prevent them from happening in the first place. And as the Congressman mentioned, there's nothing more important than the health of our communities. And that means fighting for clean water, clean air, renewable energy, and open space. If we're serious about safeguarding public health and promoting environmental sustainability, we cannot compromise on these critical issues. We can also help our local businesses expand by investing in more job training and apprenticeship programs. In New York State, nearly 70% of the more than 1.1 million people with disabilities are unemployed, a problem that must be addressed in the upcoming state budget. For 2019, I've started working to establish the first of its kind training center right here in Schenectady County that will bring individuals with disabilities into a classroom setting to train on specific skills. That's right, buddy. To train on specific skills needed by a growing network of businesses. We have more than 40 businesses that are in an alliance now that are going to be a part of this. And we have names like KeyBank, CVS Pharmacy, Siena College, Price Chopper here locally, Rivers Casino and Resort, and many more that all want to be a part of this. That will be one of my top priorities in the upcoming session. And the best part of this is that it's not just an initiative. It's an essential piece of the overall picture of helping individuals with disabilities. We have our JROTC here, and I know we have some Schenectady students. We must also continue to fight for our students and our teachers. Our future depends on it. Now is the time to fully fund public education. And students have had a lot to say about the decisions affecting them and their future. As we head into the new legislative session, I'm very pleased to announce that my student cabinet, that was once just a few students, has now grown to more than 80 students representing 10 school districts, 24 of them right here from Schenectady High School. As I mentioned, I'm so very pleased. My son was not able to attend ceremonies like this years ago, but as you can see, he's doing quite well today. I'm very proud of you, buddy. Very proud of you. Okay. He's a little tired. Okay. You give me a thumbs up? All right. Okay. He's one of more than 128,000 New Yorkers with developmental disabilities, and they still need a voice at our state capitol, and we cannot let them down. For many people with developmental disabilities, it's the dedicated and caring direct care workers that make it possible for them to live active lives engaged in their own community. And Michael is part of that direct care network. The staff that work with him are very critical to his success, and it's one of the reasons why he's here today. But the truth is, our direct care workforce is facing a shortage that's now become a crisis. Funding for the nonprofit agencies like Schenectady ARC here in the city of Schenectady that provide supports and services for individuals like Michael must be a priority. That funding must be a priority in the upcoming budget. Statewide, yes. Statewide, more than 10% of these positions are completely vacant, and the turnover rate is above 30%, and so many families are feeling the impact. It's time to make a difference. We must also not forget that New York State is home to one of the largest veterans populations in the country, with more than 900,000 veterans residing in the Empire State, and no one can ever say thank you enough. I know there's some veterans joining us here today. If you would please stand and be recognized, let's give them a round of applause. But this job is not just about legislation. It's not just about funding. It's also about showing up. It's about fighting for people. I'll always stand up for the values I was raised with and everything we believe in. Acceptance, inclusion, building a community where no one is left out, no one is left behind, and where everyone has the opportunity to become the best they can be. I thank you again for this incredible opportunity to continue serving all of you in the People's House. My family thanks you. My parents who are watching, they thank you. Michael thanks you. No? Okay. And by the way, for me, this is not a job. This is love. Okay, come here, bud. We're going to say Happy New Year. Come on, just like we practiced. Come on, say Happy New Year. You good? Okay, all right. Thank you, Michael. Thank you to all of you for being here. Thank you to my family. Thank you to Congressman Tonko and everybody joining us here today. I can't thank you enough for this opportunity. May God bless all of you. May God bless your families, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you. You want to say it? You want to say it? Just like we practiced? No? Okay. All right. You want to do it? Go ahead, Michael. You can do it. You can do it. Right here. Happy New Year. Go ahead. Happy New Year.
haven't yet.
Okay, good job, good job.
I asked our very able MC if I could just grab the mic one more time. Kelly Quist, who has joined us in the corner here, who is out of our Amsterdam office, was a little late, and we know why, because her little bundle is keeping her busy. But I also do want to make a point of sharing a pledge I made to a couple of individuals. You heard earlier, as the mayor read the letter from Senator Schumer. His representative, or the representative for Senator Gillibrand is here this evening. Thank you, Caitlin. And I also got a personal call from Congressman McNulty, my predecessor in this seat. He was having an off day, and he's been at every one of our swearings in. And so I thought it was very kind of him to just make the point of calling. And I said, you know, I'm going to share that with everyone. He's fine, but wanted to extend his best to everyone. And then heard from Brian Stratton, the predecessor to our great Mayor McCarthy, from the Canal Corporation, with whom we've done a lot of work, wishing me well, and he couldn't make it. But again, to all of these officials, we thank you. It's a great partnership. And as I give up this mic, I just want to include one other order of priority established by the dialogue of with the people of this district: climate change. I'm hoping to play a leading role in the environment subcommittee that reports to Energy and Commerce. We need to really approach climate change with intensity. We see what carbon pollution is doing to wreck our environment. It has taken havoc on Mother Nature, and we need to move diligently, scientifically, thoughtfully, but with a sense of urgency, high urgency. Again, everyone, thank you for being here this evening. God bless and have a great new year. Thank you, Gary. Oh, yeah, Dave Dybus.
One more.
We're seeing more and more faces. Dave Dybus, councilman from the city of Amsterdam, thank you. I'm sure it was a little tough for everybody to find a parking spot, but we thank you. And again, for our mayors who are here, Mayor Madden from Troy, Mayor McCarthy from Schenectady, they remind us routinely, as cities fare, goes the rest of our area. So thank you for your leadership. Thank you for a great job this evening, Gary. But to our mayors, thank you for reminding us that we have to be there for the millennials. They're going to choose urban environments, and we got to get it together, and it serves all of us, all regions well when we do that, and we thank them for their guidance and their challenges they place before us. Gary, great job this evening, and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Angelo. Now we'll have Madison Mullica will lead us in America the Beautiful.